Hi guys, this is Spartan765, just getting done with my Winchester cleaning review. Now I'm going to show how to disassemble the bolt, because I know I would be getting asked how to do that anyway, because for some people it's a little challenging, not to blame them. Okay, to take apart your bolt, you're just going to probably need, what the hell, you're going to need a screwdriver, flathead, or something like that. Flathead screwdriver, punch set. I just use small screwdrivers, that work just as good. First step is taking out the screw on the bottom of the on the bottom of the bolt. It should be a black plate, sometimes they're silver, depending on the year of production. Okay, now take your, and this applies for all Winchester 1200, 1300, and 120 Ranger models. Remove the screw. Okay. Now, while holding pressure on here, push on the back of the firing pin slightly so that it doesn't fly out. Then remove. Then slowly release the firing pin. Okay, there you go. There's the firing pin, main spring. Okay, now the number one thing people seem to have a problem with is actually a very extremely simple thing to do. That is removal of the actual bolt itself from the bolt body. Now, to do this, you'll notice as you look in here, if you rotate this back and forth, you'll see like a little disc type thing in here. It looks like a big pin. That's what you want to pound out. Center that pin, put your punch or whatever you have in there, take a screwdriver, hammer, whatever, punch her out like that. Now keep in mind there is a great amount of spring pressure on this because you got your extractor spring here. Just keep pounding her out. Okay. Now, this is the part here where you can lose an eye if you do this incorrectly. It is very dangerous, unless you know what you're doing. Now, that's why you want to leave this in here. Do not pull this out. When you pull this out, have the bolt down on the table. So this open part, is you don't want to have it pointed at you or it'll fly out and hit you in the eye when you pull it out. Put it down on the table like this and just pull it out like that. See? It's a good safe way to remove that spring. Then it'll just fall out like that. There you go. You got your bolt return spring, and then you also got your extractor. Hang on, I'll just disassemble it. Pull the bolt out of the bolt body, like so. Being careful, pull the extractor out so you don't lose that part, because that'll fall out after the spring's out. There you go. Now, to clean this, what I generally do is just take ram oil, just go, whoop, just, give it a coating, whatever, just like that, good enough. Just coat the parts. If you need to clean it, just wipe it down and get it all clean. Go in there with a little wire brush or patch and get that all cleaned out. Okay, now we're going to go back to the reassembly. First step in reassembling a Winchester bolt. This is the part a lot of people forget. Make sure your extractor is on. Fit that in there like that. Okay? Now, in order to hold the extractor in, because it's going to want to fall out, just reinsert your bolt return spring, like so. There's this little washer here that has to go in also, and that usually will fall in just perfect. Now, what I recommend here is just taking, you get a, see here, there we go, and there we go. Okay, you want to get like a pin or something like that, or not a pin, but a screwdriver. Push down. If you're doing this on a softer surface, you won't really have to worry about bending the extractor, but just try to hold it off to one side. Fit this thing in here. Yep. It may take a little bit because this washer is going to want to go everywhere in here. Whoop, there we go. I'll turn to the right. Okay, now just push her down. May take a couple tries. Okay, there we go. Good. Now once you get it in like that, pound her down, like so. Okay, then you want to fit it in there, or fit the this little hole in the bolt pin. Okay, that was stupid. I'm just not thinking today. I reassembled it wrong. What a dumbass. Okay, pound that back out, being careful. Well, you probably mess up on this here. I'm going on 1 hour of sleep, so, you know, give me a break. On this out. Whoop, there we go. That flew out like a son of a bitch. Okay, now, me being retarded, I assembled it wrong because I'm tired, put the bolt back in the bolt body, keep it in mind with the extractor on. Okay, see? Then throw your mainspring back in, throw your washer in. Then, follow the steps. Allah Bakba. Gerbil time. Oh boy. Then, stick pin. Okay, the part that's, there's side of the pin that is narrower, which is right here. This pin should go in, the part that's, where the hole's closer to the end should go in first. Okay, I'm going to try to do this so you guys can see, so this is going to be kind of hard here. Hang on, I'm trying to push this with one arm, and the way I do, okay, here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this down here and put it in. Then, being careful not to point that in your eye in case it's going to fly out and kill you or something, you want to just put it into the wall, give that a couple good taps, get her done. Then, take your firing pin in there, work that hole around, ensure that it protrudes the correct length, okay, protrudes the right way. You know, just push it in there, move it around a little bit, up and down, there you go. Spray some rem in there. Then put your mainspring back on your firing pin, coat that, stick that in there like so. Okay. Next you're going to want to, while holding pressure on your firing pin, put your plate back on so it catches the firing pin. I'd keep a good hold on that plate so your firing pin doesn't fly out behind you. And put your screw back in. Now if your screw keeps falling out or gets super loose where you can't get it tight or it just keeps getting loose, just get some Loctite, put it on and it'll get her down. Put some medium on so you can take it out if you need to clean it again. You don't want to like take this and strip the screw or anything, but just get it pretty tight. Give it a function test, push down. Ensure that your firing pin protrudes without catching. Ensure that it goes back without catching. Firing pin here looks good. Twist her around, check her out. Okay. Then just see if your extractor works, pull that, should work, or go backwards. There you go, that's done. Then put it back in the gun. Spartan 765. Oh, if you want to see how to do that, check out my Winchester disassembly, reassembly video. Spartan 765 out.